Alright, pleasant good day. So today we're changing the strut mounts or the shock mount or the shock head on the Y11 AD as well as this dust boot here. Right, so it's more or less straightforward. We disconnect any clip for the brakes line to remove the brakes line out of the way, taking out the two bolts that hold in the shock, the strut to the knuckle, and then we taking out these three bolts here. Right, so we're using this screwdriver here, a flathead, and we just pushing the lock out. Right, I just rest it on top on the metal so it wouldn't affect the damage the brakes line. And we just getting it a little push. Right, so it come out. Guys are there. We rest it on the cowl panel and we just take the line out to get that out of the way. Right. Next is the shock bolts. Right. 17, this is 14, this is 15. So we're dealing with the 17 first. Right. So we had the 17, we use our extension to make sure we clear the brakes line so it wouldn't damage. We make sure we hold it snug and we slacken. Right. Alright, so we have this one as our backup. And then we had already slackened it. Right, so it's hand tight. Right, so we get at the bottom. The top is a 15mm, and strange enough, this one is a 14. Right, so what we'll do, use the impact to slacken it. Right. Right. And we just pull all the bolts. Right. I just need my both hands so I could manipulate this and get all the bolts. Right, so we take our bolt nuts. Right. We get all the bolt. This bolt have an offset because this bolt is just the camber. So as long as I take this out, I need to go by the alignment man and camber. Right. The bottom one, just need to shake it and pull it out. Right, so both of them out. We just lean the knuckle forward. Right. So the shock out. Just turn the knuckle out of the way. Right. And now we going on top. Take out these three bolts here. We wouldn't use no power tools there. Right. So these 12mm. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Alright, so we just slackening all 3 until they come out. Until we get one out. We take out that one last. Reason for taking out that one last, so I could hold the strut so it wouldn't fall down. Alright, so we remove all 3 and just look ready. Alright, so we have the strut out. KYB. This particular shock is more than 3 years old and it's still working good. Alright, so if we watch the shock mount, we could see the burst in the rubber there. Alright, so now we're going to get the spring clamps and take it off. Alright, this here is the spring compression tool. Alright, first time I go and use it, actually open it today. So that's what we're using to compress the spring. After I set it up on the shock, I will do another video. Alright, so we have it set up here. Alright, locking the coils. We go 3 coils apart on each side. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And this bar running here to keep them equidistant. So now we're going to use a ratchet and a socket and tighten it to compress. I'm not going to use no impact. Alright, so the spring out, the clamps holding it there, old shock mount. We're going to change the boot and go back up. Alright, so we're going and reassemble the strut. Alright, so RBI, that is the shock mount, that is the plate where the spring is going, and there is the boot. Right. If we watch on the plate, it have an arrow. So this arrow is pointing to the outside of the vehicle. Not in front, not to the rear, not to the inside. This arrow pointing to the outside of the vehicle. Alright. Then we have this bearing that is go on top there. And the mount there's go on top of that bearing. Alright. So basically that's how it is go. So the bearing does allow for smooth transitioning. smooth turning. And all this, but the spring going first, and then this going on the spring. So right there's the spring there with the thing. I compress it some more. It's a 19. I'm not using the impact on it. I'm just using my 19 ratchet spanner. So when it compressed, then I will assemble. Alright, so reassembling, shocking the spring, fitting in a flat piece. It's supposed to have a kind of buffer rubber there at the bottom, but that'll wear out. And we have this buffer rubber on top, the saucer going on top of that, and then we tighten it down. We organize the new boot on, new strut mount, right, and then we had these little gasket material to add some level of dampening that going on top here, and then we putting it back in and then going to the next side. Right, this nut here is supposed to torque to between 58 to 68 foot-pounds, and these here up to 21 foot-pounds. Alright, and we good to go there. Right, so we get the shock back up. We torque them bolts there to 21 foot-pounds. The 17 millimeter for the shock need to be torqued to 17. 65 foot-pounds are torquing it to. Alright, so simple. Just put back this here now. And it's slippy in there. Put back the brakes line in place. Right, so we get the brakes line in place. There's the lock. Sliding in from the side. Right, we just have to tap it to make sure it locks properly. Right, we just hit it a few light taps just to make sure that we're inside. Right, and we're inside there. Now it's just to line up the bolts. It's easier to line up the top one sometimes and then the bottom, but whichever one easier we'll go with. We'll try the bottom one first. Right, I need my both hands. Right, so everything inside, we bolt up, we torque the spec. We just need to go on the next side and then carry the vehicle to camber.